Yeah, I mean, in order to create the things that you want and hit the goals that you want, you have to be able to create a lifestyle around what you're doing. So, my whole thing is it's a lifestyle, right? Like, people ask like, how are you doing this and this? It's like, no, it's a lifestyle. Like, this is a part of who I am. But like, at the same time, you got to find things that excite you. Like the things that I do, they don't bore me, right? They actually excite me. They get me fired up to do them. So you always have to find out avenues and patterns that excite you so that you can continuously execute and distribute the content or whatever you need to do at the end of the day to create that demand or to create that generation that you want. You have to create a system. You have to create a process that you can basically input your content in every single day or input your value into every single day so that you can get the return that you want.
Yeah, and so let's go now. So taking that a step first, now you've been promoted. You're the ESPI manager now. You're managing sales development for Terminus. How are you trying to implement those kinds of strategies across your team, and how are you managing and combining all this stuff you did as a rep now as a leader?
Right. So I see it as one big puzzle, right? So everything is a big puzzle with each rep. And so I have a ton of puzzle pieces that I can give you over the course of my SDR tenure, but I don't expect anyone to do what I did, right? I don't expect people to be like, hey, I'm going to start SDR Chronicles 2.0. Like, I don't expect any of my reps to do that. I really don't. But what I do expect is for them to play to their strengths and execute those on full front. So what I mean by that is, like, prime example, there's a rep on my team. She's amazing at videos. So I just tell her, like, hey, look, like, you need to focus more on videos, and we need to make sure that videos is a part of what you do as your outreach. Like, you're probably going to make less calls. You're probably going to do less emails. But if you're going to get a higher ROI by doing more videos, I'm going to tell you to do more videos. Now, there's some people on the team who are not that good at videos. So it's like, hey, what are you better at? Okay, you're really good at just personalized outreach. Great. We need to figure out how to do emails at scale. Someone may be really good at just getting on the phone. They can just get anybody to get on the phone. It turns into a demo. Great. You need to be making more dials, right? So what I do for my team is really just, there's two things, right? One, like I talked about, is the strengths. The strength is the most important thing. Like, whatever your strengths are, I'm going to find them out and I'm going to execute on them. I'm going to harp on them all the day long. And I'm going to make sure that you have the right repertoire and tools and resources to be successful with that strength. The number two thing is to shift your mindset to believe that you're unstoppable, and the goals that you set for yourself, you're going to hold yourself accountable to. And I feel like the biggest mistake for managers and leaders is giving people an expectation that they don't believe that they can hit, which is, okay, you want to do that, that's fine. But I believe that, like, you want to basically give your reps the mindset and the motivation and the courage to where they start setting expectations for themselves that overexceed the expectations that you would have given them in the first place. So for all my reps right now, like, their expectations of themselves are very high. So my whole thing is just holding them accountable to those standards. But how they got there in the first place is that basically I have given them the mindset to make them believe that that's what they can do. So I've shifted their mindset towards success and abundance instead of scarcity and not believing in themselves.
Yeah, and so that's your culture you're creating. Sounds like it's based on creativity and tripling down strengths.
Yeah,
and basically enabling people to set their goals and then giving them the support and confidence to go hit them. So do you think do you think that this is, because what you're doing is very unique. I mean, you're taking this is like cutting edge. This is frankly not how a lot of teams do it. Do you think this is almost a byproduct of the mission of Terminus itself and where you stand in the market and sort of being on the cutting edge of account-based marketing, having your reps and your own success is sort of tied to the mission of the company and the product itself?
Yeah, I would definitely say so, because we're all about marketing sales alignment. So, we have a ton of programs that run in the background to help us be successful as a sales development team. And I also believe just because we have helped to build this category of account-based marketing and kind of been, on the forefront with the Flip My Funnels that we've done and the conferences that we put on and just how much we really talk about account-based marketing, it definitely has helped that innovativeness within the company that other people can be innovative. I can come in and say some things that I believe is intelligent and also kind of promote that in a way that other people see like, okay, that's really awesome. Like, I'm going to follow suit with that. So I think the cutting edge and the forwardness has allowed a lot more room for basically leaders in our company to do certain things, especially like myself, who's created the SDR Chronicles, has basically used those videos to help other people, and then using those tips to help accelerate those people as well. So that's been super beneficial, because I've seen the growth from that. I've seen when people actually are allowed to amplify on their strengths and be comfortable in their own identity, they obviously will do better at the end of the day.